Hi, I'm back. Sorta. I got my break, a long fucking break. And the first thing I wanna do is disavow from my previous rankings. I reflected upon them and now I think the ranking is stupid, as I don't wanna be amongst the countless other reviewers who say the same thing over and over again. This niche is already oversaturated and I need to stand out in one way or another, so I'm gonna assume you already know what Transformers is, who Sentinel Prime is, what Series and Baiwei is, and what this story is. I'm gonna tell my thoughts not based on articulation, transformation or etc, but rather the tiny details, this copy specific things, that sort of stuff, that is individual for each copy or mode version. I'm gonna stop yapping now. Baiwei kinda fucked this one up. This is the non-clear version with the accessory pack. And my copy is fucked. Not only the entire waist through mushroom pack is chewed up, so that also splits in half every time I transform him, but there's also little things like these, pieces on the back of the truck that don't tab in. The torso itself doesn't wanna stay tabbed in, it just flops around the second it's out of the alignment. And this piece, it's supposed to be staying connected to his ass, but like, at least they changed it. On the original, this panel flipped up and connected to his spine. On this, it folds in to allow for some waist rotation. But it still looked ugly as hell, so I removed it entirely. Oh, and his stick is die-cast. Important. The head is different too. I cannot grasp the reason why do they keep changing this one part specifically, since on the original it was fine. But Baiwei does Baiwei, I guess. His waist wheels are springy. Important. They also left the Rosenbauer logo on him, begging for that lawsuit. The chest pieces are clear plastic. If this is the stuff the clear plastic version is made out of, then it's ironically more durable than the opaque plastic version. At least I don't think this thing could be chewed up. But I'm not testing that. He also has a static ab crunch. His torso is C-shaped, and there's nothing you can do about it. It makes his stance look awkward. And the right shin on mine is also fucked to no end. What even happened here? And for some reason they removed the hinge joint in the crane thing, so that if you bought a standard version, your Sentinel is now hot by default. Now, the moment that I've been waiting for, the accessory pack. It sucks. Every single piece is oversized. A vote from the future. As it turns out, it is not oversized, but is in fact downsized of that one masterpiece scale one. I have no idea why they chose to undersize that one and not make their own, but Baiwei is Baiwei, and that honestly explains why this pack is so shit. I bought him with a pack because I don't have a 3D printer and I didn't want to make him new accessories, but now I have to get a 3D printer to make his shit in a correct scale. Let's go bit by bit. The new backpack. I mean, yeah, it's kinda cool. It's bendy, it has 3 joints total, but it's also way too big for him. It doesn't have a Rosenbauer logo or any paint on the wings, and because it was so big and inaccurate, I cut it a bit smaller. I based my measurements off of this picture, may not be the best source, but at least the backpack is now tolerable. There was a piece that lets you connect the new backpack to the old backpack, so that you can have both simultaneously, in case you're a whiny bitch that hates parts forming, even though this toy already has parts forming, in the form of clever weapon storage. So this thing, again, too big, but this one also goes on the wrong arm. This bolt should have been a peg, but at least it looks cool on other toys. The rusty gun sucks. Too big, but also inaccurate as shit. What the fuck is this? Where is the barrel? Where is the paint? The shield. That's one piece that actually makes sense to be bigger. You do need your shield bigger to cover from more attacks, but it also sucks because the pack points straight out. There is even an upgrade kit for it. Just let that sink in. There's an upgrade kit for an upgraded knockoff accessory pack. This shit is deeper than that wacky ass Calvatron I reviewed a while back. It had pegs for the new slots to store, but I cut them off because they interfered with the arm when in use. Speaking of the slots, awful. Way too big handles. So big I cut them short and now they don't stay in his hands. But that was a problem earlier as well, so I'm gonna blame Baiwei for this one. That's enough negativity. Cause the death mode is actually awesome. It brick, it raw, you can move his side view mirrors, and the springy wheels are still present. Important. But I'm not too fond of how this hinge is tilted, or the fact that it's not painted at all, or the fact that this mode is near identical to the authentic one. Was Baiwei cheap to not add any more paint? Or did they blow their budget on oversizing the accessory pack? And what is there isn't even matched to the plastic color, and there's generally no way to store any of the accessories from the pack, excluding this 5mm port. It's for the crane. Also, this is why I don't care for weapon storage integration in the alt modes. Cause if you go to this piece, a part of the mode is outright missing. There's not many details in this art mode. I like how the hose cable goes through the hinge joint in the sculpting. You can sorta hang a Lego minifigure around the railings. Is any of this interesting? I'm gonna wrap up. The base mode is genuinely good, but only if you get a replacement backpack, new swords, a shield and a rest gun. Either via Baiwei, KO or a DNA upgrade kit. Both options are kind of awful. One is oversized and you can't get the pack without the toy, and the other is overpriced and comes in a pack with things for other toys, which you might not even have. I know you can always either 3D print shit yourself or go for other kits which would also be 3D printed, but are you sure you wanna buy this toy for eBay prices? What I'm gonna recommend is buy the Baiwei KO without the pack, and then somehow source the missing accessories, especially the backpack. I have some more reviews in me, so stay tuned.